All right. Welcome back to Zealous Vibes, where we leave nothing off the table. Relationships, conspiracy, culture. If it's happening, we talking about it. Today, we're going to be talking about... what are we talking about today, Tom?
All right, today we're going to do it a little different. This is my day to host. We've been taking turns, as you might see.
Right.
I know I got one thing.
he said at least he got one.
But yeah, so today it felt like I didn't want to make it hard or too much or too light, but let's just talk about some shit that go on, like the difference between petty and toxic. And I know everybody knows somebody at some point in life, whether it was you or somebody you know, that either did some petty shit or some toxic shit.
Intro time. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves.
It's your boy Tone Block, BLOCK.
It's your boy DJ Willie Will, DJ WILL. Let's go.
Okay. It's your girl Cherie, the real Cherie on IG with a C.
Hey, it's Lala.
What's up?
It's your boy Mike, M-I-K-E.
Yeah. M-I-C-K. Nah, keep going.
It's your boy in the building, J-A-Z-Z. Jazz. Yeah.
Yeah, Lala, we need you to spell yours.
L-A.
Now we on point.
Oh, okay. I see y'all on some bullshit. Okay. No, but so to start it off, I know, like I say, everybody did petty shit. So we're gonna get a definition first. It's the only thing I wrote down. Goddamn.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Ready?
What is petty?
Somebody doing some shit you don't like, that's
Right.
petty.
It's real basic.
What you got?
Yeah, it is, but okay, I just wanted to make sure I give you the definition.
Our dictionary not here today. She's out the building.
Right,
Tags.
right. So petty was a tendency to focus on small, insignificant issues, often with a spiteful or a vindictive attitude, and that just fucks up the relationship. So that's petty in the way that we speaking, and I get the toxic after this. But who got some examples of something petty or somebody you know? If it ain't you, or you want me to set it off first?
Set it off, but you said so it's something that was small, but you keep focusing on it. That's what you said pretty much?
Yeah, it's pretty much
in the negative way.
Significant.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I'll come up with some shit. You got it.
An example of petty?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say, I'm going to give you 2 in 1. Kick it off for toxic as well, in case y'all don't come with nothing. All right, my baby mama. Shout out to my baby out there. Well, my baby mama, at some point, we didn't see eye to eye. And it was like, damn, when she finally left me, it was like she came back, took the motherfucking pictures out the frames and left the frames. And took all my butter knives and spoons and left the you know what I'm saying? No, she left the knives. She took the forks and spoons. So I ain't had shit really to deal with. I'm like, God damn. I'm sitting there smiling because I'm watching her. But it was petty as hell.
That's petty.
The frames, you left me with pictures with no frames. I got a thumbtack. I'm like,
hey, no, that is petty, so.
Petty.
Shouts out to my baby mom. She was better than that.
I like it.
thumbtacking the hell out of pictures. But, okay, y'all ain't got example nothing. Anybody in the crowd, anybody want to feed in, or y'all just listening for now?
I got an example of pettiness. Speaking of exes, so we were going through something, and it's so petty. I bought a truck, right? So doing all right, pretty good for myself. So I work nights. So we got in an argument or whatever. So this so petty. She can't pick up my truck, so I couldn't get home. so yeah, she was that mad because she feel like, being a co-signer, I guess she felt like that was her truck, even though I paid for it. So it was so petty that, I go outside, get ready to go home. I'm working overnight. I'm tired. Dang.
Better hurt than the toe, man.
Yeah, but still, it's the same effect.
Right, it is.
It's the same effect. But yeah, that's my little example of being petty. Just
appreciate it.
I got one. I'm gonna tell this to myself like I always do. Because I ain't perfect. I'm going to claim it one day, but y'all ain't going to believe it. So So y'all tell me if it's petty or not, though. So if somebody call me, if I call somebody, right, and they don't pick up the phone, right, and then I'll probably call them in and they'll pick up the phone, right? So is it petty if they call me and I don't pick up the phone?
Yes.
Is that petty?
Yes.
That's petty?
Yes.
Because it's like, well, why you didn't pick up the phone? And you probably know they ain't doing shit,
What
but
if
they
they
ain't
was
pick up.
doing something?
Bullshit.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
You know what's petty?
What's that?
When you're on your way home and you stop and get some McDonald's and eat it in the car before you get there because you don't want to buy nobody else none or share.
That's borderline cheap as shit.
That's petty.
That's petty.
You get in, she talking about I'm hungry, me too.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably done it before. My bad.
Yeah, I know we ain't the only ones.
Boy. I find out some new stuff. I'm borderline narcissist and borderline petties. Boy, I gotta go see Jesus a little bit more. My bad. Go ahead.
You going with borderline? We're going with borderline?
No, so we had an episode about narcissism. Was it a couple episodes ago. And some of the traits that narcissists had, I was like, damn, I got a couple of those. I think when I'm petty, I'm a narcissist. Can I say that? If I'm petty, I start acting like a narcissist?
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's it. But look, petty, I started with petty because I knew it wasn't going to be too much. Everybody petty, whether they say it or not, or did some shit, or know somebody that did it. But I'm going to get to the toxic in a minute. But let me just give you one more way you know you petty. When you got a big-ass jug of juice and you just leave a small swig, like 2 tablespoons, what you do that for?
Now, I'm going to have to call a few.
It might not fit in the cup. It might not be petty. What if it didn't fit in the cup?
Why you leave 2 tablespoons
What are you
of
supposed
juice?
to do if it don't fit in the cup?
At least you left a
I'm
swallow.
supposed to sip some and pour the rest in and throw that shit away.
Right?
You filled it up already.
Oh, no.
Left a little sip.
I don't think that's
just to wet them off a little bit. Like, go ahead. You it's the thought that counts.
Yeah. I don't know. I ain't trying to call nobody out. But it's not you, Tay. Let me go ahead and get
I believe him.
Let me say that because it sounds like I was about to set your ass up with this one. No, but if you stand with somebody, whatever, and like you said, they drink your stuff, or I'm gonna say yours, they drink or eat most of it, and they leave the last bit of it, and they think, oh, I'm gonna leave this because it's for you, and at least I left you some.
How thoughtful.
That's thoughtful, but that ain't so thoughtful. That's bullshit.
Is it petty to live together, or whoever, roommate, it could be family, whatever, friends, whatever, to put your name on label your food in the refrigerator? Or be like, don't eat, or whatever? Is that petty?
That's responsible if you live with heathens.
I guess it depends on your situation. If you in the college, it might be smart to put your name on some stuff. But if you not, and you in the household, and
If you live by yourself putting your name on shit, you got some problems.
Nah, that's the people in your head. I mean, people.
I think it's like a little bit stingy.
It's stingy?
I think a little bit stingy because you know what, if y'all like family is y'all good, together, and it's like real family, like that's my family, my cousin. You don't care about sharing, but now you start putting your name on things, then I was like, okay, now she acting funny.
But don't you feel like it probably wasn't always like that? I probably was putting it in there freely, and then I'm the one that's contributing to the groceries and buying the food all the time, and then every time I get ready to eat or drink, it's gone. Nobody else is doing that. So at some point, I might put my name on it.
Yeah, speaking of that made me think of a petty situation, like in college. So I was always gone because of band. And so I paid like $700, y'all, for like food, snacks just stocked up for the semester since we got our like money at a bulk. Right. So I started going to practice. I come back, snacks gone, food gone. So what I did was I took my microwave out the kitchen. I took my snacks out the kitchen, took my mini fridge out the living room area. I put it all in my room.
That wasn't petty enough. I would have put some laxative in my shit.
You were just trying to hold it down.
It was to the point where I got my tissue paper.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, then you got petty.
We got somebody in the audience. What you got out there?
I was just wondering,
like if you got a friend or something, you know, y'all friend, y'all share everything, and you share everything with him. But when he like, if you go by McDonald's and buy a Big Mac, he take his tongue and lick all over his burger to keep you from asking for it.
If he do it in your face,
strategic.
or they sneeze on it, or they do something.
Or they spit all over back and spit on them.
That's savage.
Yeah, with the
That's
body.
savage. That's a little bit above petty. That's savage.
It's petty though, but it's savage.
Savage right there.
That almost good. Mike, you been thinking over there hard in the mud, Mike. I know for a fact you done saw some petty stuff, Mike, in your
Your
life.
coworker eat your food, eat your lunch.
What you got?
All right, going back to when y'all say you put your name on your food and all. So you telling me you ain't never came home from work, just knew you was finna tear something up,
Right.
and it was gone when you got it? Like, bro, like, come on, man, like,
My bad, sis.
bro, that shit hurt. Like, bro, it
Think
stings
about
a
it
little
all
bit.
day. Think about it all day.
Like, you been thinking about it all day. Like, bro, when I get home, I'm finna tear
It do
this
hit
up.
different.
And then when you get home, it's gone.
It's not even.
In the defense of the person who's at the house,
Bro, they was all at the house.
How long
who
has
was
it been
hungry
there?
than a mama,
Bro,
And
this
they
just
just-
happened yesterday.
didn't want to get out and go to Walmart or Burger King. That food was
Like,
looking
bro,
good.
this happened yesterday. We had Wingstop. You come back home, like, bro, I'm finna tear that Wingstop up.
Yeah.
Bro, it ain't a bone in there left. The whole thing gonna be like, hey, bro, did somebody eat the Wingstop that was in the fridge? Oh, yeah, bro, I ate that.
Did you get some? Did you at least get some?
I had not enough.
Not enough.
Like,
So,
His voice almost cracked up when he said that. He hurt.
that was emotional, bro. Like, bro, I just thought about them wings.
this question don't matter because I feel your pain, but was it bought as a collective or did you buy it and then somebody else was like,
That is a determiner.
Bro, that's both. Like, I bought it as a collector, but that was mine. Like, we all got our own flavor.
yeah, oh, okay.
But
So
when
that
their
makes a
flavor was gone, but my flavor was still there.
But all of a sudden they never liked it. They
Yeah,
liked
no,
it.
they ate it.
Yeah.
Oh.
What we got? Hell yeah, that thing on. That's what you said.
Okay, Mike, it happens several times in the household, but what we have to do is we have to tell each other, do not touch it. Please don't touch it. I'm going to eat it later.
I thought that's why I wrote my name on it.
Oh, you had a name on it.
Oh, he got violated.
Yep.
Didn't y'all just say it was petty to write your name up? Well, I'm petty. I write my name up because I want it when I come back home.
They
But
ain't
the
even give
name
him
ain't
the
working.
decency.
It ain't working.
Because that matters though. To my understanding, you work different hours. Like what time you work?
I work from 9 to 5 in the morning.
Oh, in the morning. That's regular
It's
hours.
like graveyard shift.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
what
that's-
I
I mean, I work regular night shift,
Oh, you said 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Oh, that's graveyard shift. So sometime when he leave, they may be asleep and he might want to write his name on some stuff to say, hey, when y'all wake up, don't eat my shit.
Have you never not came home in the morning and you was expecting to eat something? Like, it's in the morning. Like,
I used to work graveyard shift back in the day. Yeah, that hurts.
I
And
ain't
you
been-
skipped all of my bad. You skipped all them restaurants just to eat your stuff. My bad.
But shit, he might not have wanted that breakfast. He wanted the wings.
Yeah.
I ain't
Call
never
me
been
and
on that
ask
side
my
of it.
name on it. Can I have this? You gonna eat that? Yeah, I'm gonna eat that. Okay.
You gonna eat your cornbread? He ain't even get that. It was just like, I'm taking it. Nah, I'm usually the taker.
I got a petty story one time. It's a little sentimental, but anyway, my mom had passed, right? So me and her widow, we didn't really see eye to eye. And I got a younger sister. So my younger sister was pregnant at the time. And so when my mom passed, she was driving my mom's car. So she drove the car to work. She called me in a panic when she got out of work. She was like, Sheree, I can't find the car. I can't find the car. I was like, what? What do you mean you can't find the car? And she was like, I know where I parked. It's not there. And so I'm like, oh, okay. He playing games. He had went to her job, moved the car around the building on the other side. The security found it. So that was petty, right? So I said, I got something for him. Yeah, we're going to one up that. We went to the dealership and rekeyed the car. Not keyed it up. Yeah, we changed the lock. So now, because he had a set of keys, we had a set of keys. Now, you don't even have access to it. So yeah, we just matched that.
Yeah.
Petty chess.
Yeah.
I think y'all won that one, though.
Yeah, we did. We never had that problem again. Yeah.
That don't go towards like toxicity though. Like
Toxic.
toxic.
I
It
guess
was
we-
toxic. Now the whole little situation was toxic, but we
But
ain't.
you talking about in that moment, like that?
That was petty.
That was a
Yeah, that was
moment.
petty. Yeah.
I got
Could've been
We
both.
matched that
But
petty.
depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Okay. We done got petty out the way. I really didn't think it was gonna be that shareful and people was gonna go with it, but let's go to toxic because I knew this gonna get everybody. A relationship characterized by damaging behaviors and dynamics that negatively impact one or both individuals, mental health, self-esteem, and overall well-being. And I guess we can break down, like, pretty much this whole show been giving you insights about what are toxic traits as far as narcissism, controlling, just manipulation, all that. And I just want to see who gonna admit that either they've been in one or they do some toxic shit or been known to or something like that. And if not, like I said, my first example, but I got more. But I'm sure there's the space a little bit first and see what y'all got if I want to share it right.
All right.
I don't want to give all mine.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Well, I was in a relationship with a narcissist, and I feel like it really don't get no more pettier than dating a narcissist, male or female, because of how they're wired. So it was a lot of toxicity in that relationship. A lot of game playing and a lot of lies, a lot of manipulation. The whole thing was just toxic because it was built on one lie. Yeah.
Okay, I've never been in it because I've never hit a woman. But another example would be like abusive relationship. Like if you and your man, saying y'all got a record like, oh, I'm 2 and 3. Yeah, y'all toxic as hell because y'all just keep going at it and don't nobody want to leave. So what could be some of the reasons you would stay in well, let's break down some more of what it is and different examples for I give it reasons. But
All right.
well, what could be another reason or a toxic trait that you might know of?
I think when somebody feels like something's too good to be true, too perfect, or things are going right and there's like nothing going wrong, they have to like sometimes make a situation out of it or test and see if it's like really true, and it just creates a whole toxic situation. So sometimes people can't navigate in just like peace. Like it has to be always something that like, bro, something's up.
Yeah.
Have you ever just thought about something like you just had a perfect day? You're like, I done had a perfect, and then all of a sudden you like, I knew it was too good to be true.
You realize they're checking your phone.
So I definitely
It
think-
sounds like all hood relationships.
Hood relationships.
Yes. Well, good example. Okay. So when y'all growing up, y'all ain't got nothing, but it just shit is just flaring up. You worry about her, she worried about you, and she feel like she ain't love unless, she getting all the attention from the significant other. And so that becomes toxic because now she's always looking for, that one up. Like, I gotta make sure he love me, or I gotta make sure she love me, because what she gonna do, how far it's gonna go between me and her as far as, battle, fight, or just cussing each other out. Just to saying, like, some people like that. Some people enjoy that toxicity.
A little crazy, look a little sexy.
I mean,
I know a couple that they said they'll tell you they cuss each other out, they fight, they get physical, and they said that's how we love each other. They said it.
I gotta tell a story.
It sound like they said it.
Story time.
It's story time. Y'all know I've been searching for a boo for a minute now.
Nice.
Let it out.
Right? So I put it out there. I'm on Facebook Day, right?
Facebook dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a thing. You heard of it?
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah, you can only get to it through your phone, just in case y'all want to get on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
No more desktops.
So I'm chatting, and then we talking, and they live in Houston. Shouts out to Houston over there. What's up, Houston?
I love Houston.
But it gets to the point. I'm gonna keep it quick. It gets to the point where we having a conversation, and she comes and she said, "Yeah, my son did something. I hit him." And I was like, "Yeah, you hit him." but why? Because he did this. I was like, nah, how old is your son? Yeah, he like 20-something. And I'm like, nah, I said, I don't think you should be hitting. She was like, nah, it's just like, if we get into something, I'm going to hit you, you going to hit. I said, whoa. I was like, we going to pump the brakes on this real quick. I was like, I'm not going to be hitting you, and you're not going to be hitting me. But I think, to me, that was a red flag of toxicity. Was I right or wrong?
I agree.
I was right.
You was right.
That was some big ass red
That's her
flag.
love language.
That's her violence.
That's violence.
So I got a question for y'all. Everybody seen the movie Thin Line, right?
Yeah.
Who was the toxic one? Was it Martin or was it what's her name? The lady.
The best.
No, that's not Angela Bassett.
That's not
It was a lady.
That's
What's her
like
name?
It was a lady.
What's
I don't know
her
her name, but it was a lady. It was a lady.
Girl, think about the movie.
I think it was the man because she was
Um,
very clear on expectations, and he chose to navigate those expectations
And it's
and
like
push it further.
I think her name like Eve or something. Eve?
No, what is her name?
I don't know her name. That's a
After we do this one, can I go one more deeper with you after
So
we
you
figure this
think-
one out?
I think she was a toxic.
You think she was a toxic one, and you think you think Martin was a toxic one. Yeah, I think Martin was a toxic one too.
How?
Brandy.
Brandy. That's her
because
name.
she was very clear on expectations, and before they did anything, she said, "Hey, I'm letting you know that if you cross this boundary with me, then I'm gonna turn crazy." He said, "Oh, no problem, that's fine." She gave him the warning before he took
a few times. She said it a few times
the
though.
warning.
Yeah.
I think she
He didn't
She
trust the
also
warning.
said, "Don't tell me you love me if you don't mean it." And his friends even told him, "You're gonna have to tell her you love her if you want to get her in bed." And he did it. So he lied. He didn't love her.
And my example.
So he was the toxic one.
And the reason why I say she toxic is because she was controlling at a different level of because
Yes, I can see that.
she was controlling. So she took it there. You could tell the deranged look she had. You know what I'm saying? When she said, "Now look, don't play with me. Just do what I tell you to do."
But don't you think? Do you think that the toxicity has a starting point? And she didn't start it. He went after her,
Yes.
playing games.
But that's like a fuse. She already had a little fuse.
Yeah, but she was chilling. She was good on her own. She turned that man down so many times. He went to her job.
Adamant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chasing her.
He went to her job like 2 times.
You got to think which one was normal and which one was abnormal.
Exactly.
He did what everybody expected and what most people do. She flipped it.
Right.
She the one that's crazy.
Oh, man. Y'all, come on. Y'all know that lady was crazy. He made her crazy.
Okay.
He did.
So
The
y'all
man
got a
before her used to hit her. She
y'all
said
got
it.
a
I had
story
to
out
kill
there,
him.
toxicity story out there in the audience.
Save it. We got more.
Oh, we got more.
We'll take a break in a minute.
That remind me of another movie, Acrimony.
Acrimony.
We still
I'm
here.
gonna drop the mic.
I was waiting on this.
Who was the
waiting on this
toxic
one.
one?
I'm waiting on
Who
this.
was the toxic one?
I've been waiting on
Matter of
this.
fact, audience.
That's
who
why I
was
came up
toxic?
here for this. I
Who
came
was
up
the
here for
toxic
this.
one?
Taraji or what's her husband?
Acrimony.
When she was putting all that money into, like she was putting all that money into him, pouring into him, that's a hard situation.
And when he came up, he left her for another woman.
He looked out for her.
Well, he did try to go
The
back and
lady
give
was
her a
cheating.
check, but he, like in the beginning of their relationship, they had goals as a couple.
Yeah.
Everything he promised Taraji, that life, he did it for this new lady. And all you offer her is money. But she sacrificed everything to put him through school, build his business when it failed several times. Her family is telling her no. And she's like, I'm going to support my man.
Right. But
And then when the tables turn, he gone.
at the end of the day, she didn't want him no more.
It was.
She
But
was
look what
tired.
he did. Look what he was cheating.
Yeah.
He cheated one time.
Yeah.
Does it matter the number? Did it have to be 2?
He cheated one time way
I can't
back in
believe y'all putting a number
way
on
back
cheating.
in college. She was doing her crazy shit way back in college. That's why she couldn't have no
College was
babies.
another dude.
She was still putting money into the relationship.
So, but I'm saying though, she invested in him. He was doing what he had to do. Like he was trying to build something. She let her family get in her head. Her family was the one that persuaded her to leave him. She left him, And then after he did what he did and the shit hit, it was her family said, "Girl, you crazy. How you let that man go?"
So I got a question on top of that.
I was gonna say that's why I thought Taraji was toxic in the situation. Only because then she started stalking him. She didn't let it go, and he paid her. And it's like, it was just the fact that she couldn't wrap her head around that they got the lifestyle. She followed them. If she would have just, let it go, not followed them, and, let him live his own life, I think that she would have been, better off. That's why I can't wait to see Acrimony 2 when it comes out. But it was the scene when her family was like, girl, you need to let him go. You need to put all this stuff outside and this and that. And she didn't think that whatever he invented was going to hit. So it was like that one scene ruined it for her. Because here it is, you took the word, and when he came to the house and was like, so you gonna let your family put me out? She didn't say nothing in his defense.
So now
she's married.
is the family toxic for that?
That's my question right there. So
toxic.
can a family member or a family turn your relationship toxic?
Of course.
Yes, that's what they did. Are we talking about real life or just in the movie?
No, real life. Real life.
Shit.
That's why you never tell your business.
So your family can be toxic.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't think so? I like your opinion, but you don't think your family.
No, I do. I was just asking a question.
I think that family can be toxic, excuse me, I don't mean to cut you off, to where the exes, they still allow the ex to hang around, even though, they know they're not together, but they're still inviting them to different things.
That's a good one.
That's a good
I feel you.
They have it bad doing that in the Grays family. They have it real bad.
Seriously, they do.
They have it real bad, inviting the exes out and making the current situation feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's reputation in the Grays.
You think that's toxic? That's toxic behavior?
I mean, that's very toxic. That's very
Big
toxic.
Mama showed up today. What's up?
That's very toxic.
Now you can't get rid of them. You like, man, now you just gotta stay away from the family. Why you don't come around? And they don't want to hear the truth.
I had a conversation with my family, and I told them, hey, don't do that. If y'all want to kick it with this person, y'all have y'all own relationship with them. Y'all go hang out. But don't be inviting them to the family cookout, because this my safe space. And I get to bring somebody new. Do not do that, because we want it peaceful. I'm not inviting y'all exes. And everybody was like, oh, you right. Yeah. Don't do that.
Because then it gets to the petty conversations that happen.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll follow up on that. Let's take a maybe 20-minute break, something like that. I don't know.
That sounds good.
I got a couple little tracks to play in between just to put you in a toxic state of mind with some good R&B.
Toxic
Some of the
music.
folk tracks.
Can music be
Y'all
toxic?
enjoy it.
Yeah.
If you know it, sing along.
All right, I got you. This is Zealous Vibes. We'll be back.
Turn the volume up, let's vibe and flow. Welcome to Zealous Vibes, let's ignite the spark. We're shining bright, illuminating the dark. With every word we speak, growing ever wise. Stay tuned, we're the voice that never lies.
All right, welcome back. It's your boy Tone Block. I'm here with.
It's your boy DJ.
It's your girl Cherie, the real Cherie on IG with a C.
Hey, it's Lala.
It's your boy Mike, and with an E.
You know who it is J double Z J.
Oh, yeah, too much.
Them drinks been kicking in. Shout out to the bartender.
Big shouts out. What's up, bartender?
We're gonna come back in. I'm gonna give you the definition of toxic one more time just to refresh you since the break in case your drinks kicked in. Toxic in a relationship is characterized by damaging behaviors and dynamics that negatively impact one or both individuals' mental health, self-esteem, or overall well-being. So pretty much like who really ain't meant for you, but y'all still stick around. Like, what's some of the reasons? Why would you stick with somebody that is what you might think toxic, or is it you?
I feel like, and we were talking about this during the break, and the question was asked something similar to that, like, why would toxic people stay in a relationship, or one person not want to leave the relationship? And I think that if you like that, if you're attracted to toxic, or you find yourself always dating it or whatever it finds you, I think a little bit of toxic is inside of you. I know a guy who he always talks to me about his relationships, and he's been in like 4 of them. And all of the scenarios we always talk about, the women have the same characteristics in common. And I told him one day, I said, you do realize you attracted to that. Like, you like it. You might not be telling me you like it. You might not be admitting it to yourself. But it's a little piece of toxic inside of you that is attracted to that toxicness in them. And y'all find each other. Toxic, no toxic. You can sniff it out.
Want me to tell you the reason?
Yep.
The sex might be great.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
He said, dang.
See, that's the real reason. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, you gonna fuck me up, we gonna be fucked up.
But can't the sex be great in any relationship? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I mean, in a situation, but when you in a toxic, you almost like, damn, I gotta deal with this. But
right.
Guess what?
Y'all think it's small, like toxic.
Right.
Just because it's a toxic relationship ain't gotta mean your main relationship.
Yeah.
That's just your toxic little side chick.
Right.
You fucking with her, you know
So
how to handle
you
it.
saying you can have a peaceful relationship and some toxic shit on the side?
That shit
Until
gonna carry over.
Balance.
Until it get out of control.
That shit gonna carry.
And don't that still mean it's a little bit of something inside of you that's toxic because you need that other, you need that fire, you need that fight. You like it. You attracted to it.
The sex is fine.
You call it sexy, spicy, whatever you want, toxic, whatever.
I think some people who may be in a toxic relationships either just don't know how to get out of the toxic relationship, or they might be afraid.
Or history too.
Or history.
Why they just can't be having a good time?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends on the toxic relationships. Let's say that they getting physically or verbally abused. That's toxic as hell.
Yeah.
That's not a good time.
Not a good time.
And if they don't know how to get out of that toxic relationship, it's because of fear, or they don't know how.
Yeah.
Or they think that their life can't go on without this person because they just don't know how.
So now they got to snap on you. And
Yeah.
if I
Then they
can't
turn-
have you, nobody can have
Yeah.
you.
And
What
then they
happened
turn
when he
around and
turned his
kill
back?
That's
the toxic
dangerous.
person.
Or I'm going to kill your peaceful wife or your peaceful husband so I can be the only one.
Mm-hmm.
It
Y'all
happens.
going extreme, like.
No. This is toxic.
It is dangerous. It's dangerous and insane at the same damn time.
Yeah. This is stuff that
Because
just
it
need to
ain't
be
no
said.
limit. You don't know. You up here playing with fire, you going to get burned, right?
What if toxic just added like a little razzle dazzle to the relationship? It just added a little spice.
There you go. Look at it.
Okay, so basically y'all saying it's levels to the toxicity. It's
Y'all
levels to
understand
it.
each other.
It can be a little spicy, or it can be over the top.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need y'all to break those levels down to me.
Yeah.
Future
Give us an
level.
example of a level.
What's spicy? The sex good? He said the sex good. The sex good? That's spicy?
The sex good, and then the makeup, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not always toxic until it is toxic. Until you have to reiterate why the hell you there in the first place, and then you get snapped back like, damn, that's why. But
The sex.
sex, and then y'all borderline love each other.
It could be the time
y'all-
too.
You borderline love each other, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all bring the same energy. You know, it might not, for your health, it might not be good, but then again, like, it's borderline. Now, when you take it there, when you know it's over, when the law start coming in, it turns into domestic violence, you know what I'm saying? Because at that, that becomes the breaking point between the relationship.
So that's another level when
That's
it gets
another
physical.
level. When it gets physical,
Okay.
domestic
respect
violence.
So we can cuss each other out, we can fuck good, but when it get physical, that's where you draw the line.
For some
Oh.
people.
I'm just saying.
Because it's no longer in y'all control. At that point, it's no longer in neither one of y'all control, because then it gets out of control to the point to where, like, no, God, hey, you gonna
Hey,
make
an
it a break.
argument ain't nothing but a loud conversation. Y'all can get past that. When you put your hands on me, then it's different.
Yep.
So you can deal with a lot of that name calling and outrageousness. It's still toxic as hell though. But
What we got
once
over
it get to
here?
the other point,
What you got over here?
Well, you got to understand with toxic, you have so many people that actually got killed by toxic. So you have to watch out for those toxic people, because you don't know when they can snap and turn their back on you. Okay?
I've heard people say, well, I'm not going to get out of this relationship because I'm used to them and I know what they're going to do. I know how they're going to do it. But if I get with somebody new and they cheat, I don't know their habits. I don't know this, I don't know that. So they already feel like no matter who, it's just going to be a different person. So some people have toxic thinking that keeps them in that toxic relationship.
Boy, that toxic thinking. Thank you, because that toxic thinking, that's on another level. Yeah. What you got to?
Some people just ain't financially able to stand on their own, so they stick around.
All right, we got one more to your left over there. What you got for us, man?
Well, can y'all hear me? Cool.
Yes, sir.
Toxic. When I think about toxic, back in the day on a bottle that was poison, they had this thing like this, bones,
right?
Poison. Well, we have normalized toxicity to the point to where we look for the fun in it. But the sad part about the fun of it is that it turns deadly before we know it. Yeah. And while we are having a good time with it, because now someone say, well, a little cussing is fine.
Right.
As long as the sex is good. But the moment they put their hands on me, that's when now we got to rethink this thing. Well, the moment they put their hand on you, it could be the last time.
That's right.
I like that analogy.
Too late.
That's right.
Yeah.
So my thing is, because I'm a black man, as a black man, if I truly say that she is my queen, why in the world would I want to introduce anything that's going to harm her? Because then it's going to harm me. Because now you're saying, well, we can argue loud. But then someone said it can mess with you physically. But now you're saying it's okay to mess with me physically. Now, 20 years later, a widow. Now, who's the widow? The woman, because the man is dead, because you allowed that toxicity to just ravage your body. And if we don't understand that, and we can make light of it because it's a light thing, because we have learned to twist everything into a party. Right. But that party is killing us. Right. And if we're truly serious about it, we got to stop and look at the man in the mirror, because someone said the toxicity is in you. If it's in you, let's get it out of you. Right. The only way you can get it out of you is as we're doing right here. We're talking about it. We can have fun with it, but just realize the moment someone put their hands on you, it could be the last time. Right. And we know we bring the popo into our lives. They want us all locked up, even on paper anyway.
It's the reality of it. It's the reality
so all the
of
things that we are saying that seem kind of lighthearted, they really have a deadly after effect to the relationship, if not to life itself.
That's right.
That was good.
I like that.
Thank you.
If I piggyback off of what he said, because I like that analogy, that poison thing, because once you take poison, it don't have to kill you right away. Yeah. It can slowly kill you, and I like the way he put that, because that toxicity can slowly kill you until you're dead. But go ahead.
No, I was going to say thank you for that, man. You know, I'm going to still get this shit off, though. I'm going to make light of it. But we appreciate your comments because it was all true from the bottom.
Yeah.
But let me just give you a little something that I think a characteristic is. I could be judgmental, so I'm going to throw it out there. If a female got a big-ass chest tat, might be a little toxic in her. And if niggas got face tats, could be the same.
I see. So
what's some of the things you look at?
Are we going there?
No, we gotta go there.
We are?
Because some people need to identify some of these toxicity traits. And it's not always verbal. It could be the way they dress or the way they act.
So wait, y'all really think you can see a person and determine just visually whether or not they're look toxic or could be toxic just on by how they look?
Because that's the presentation. That's the first presentation of, oh, he dangerous, oh, she dangerous, she might be interesting.
So he said tats, chest tats, face tats for a man. What you think?
If somebody, my bad.
Yeah, if she tatted up real nice and like, man, you don't know if she toxic, but that's just that attraction just happened.
It's tattoos for women. You saying tattoos also?
She might be a stripper.
I'm just saying, let's say that she got a tat that says, I hate all men.
Well,
I'm just saying.
That's different.
That's
Still might be a stripper.
Or her baby dad.
Oh yeah. Or she just. I'm just.
Her baby daddy name.
Yeah.
She can be jazzy though. She can be tatted up and jazzy, real jazzy. Just like women. Like answer this question: don't y'all find if a man tatted up or just attractiveness, you might not know he's toxic until you actually in that relationship. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with us men. Like we don't know.
Can I go to an old scenario? Like gang tattoos. Let's go there. Or let's go with the teardrop. What it used to mean or whatever back in the day. So if someone got a couple of teardrops, you're not gonna think that that's kind of toxic.
Y'all
that's
think
dangerous.
that's toxic? See, are we changing the narrative?
No, we still at tattoos.
Y'all,
we are at tattoos.
Let's talk about the teardrop. You think if a guy has a teardrop, let me ask you. If a guy has a teardrop, does that equate toxic or dangerous or gangbanger or he killed somebody?
I think that since it has been put out in the narrative that he possibly could have killed someone, but they could have been in his past life, not his current life. It really just depends on how he operates now.
It's a warning.
But once it's there, it's there.
So the answer is no.
The answer is no for you.
She said no.
But it's still a warning. And if you
so
decide that's like men.
like that.
If we see a woman and she's showing all these traits, we can say that's a warning or not. And if we say that's not a warning, you'd be like, I like that whole acrimony and all that other junk y'all said earlier. There was signs. If you decide not to look at the warning, that's on you. That's you in the coffin because you were like, that's just a tattoo.
You gotta check that
That's
paperwork.
just a teardrop. Nah, he changed, man. He just got out of jail. That ain't nothing.
I got a question for the panel. Okay, have y'all ever witnessed or been in a relationship or seen somebody in a relationship and they was in a healthy relationship and they started to realize that they was toxic? And just by the relationship keep going. Like you're in a healthy relationship or you've been used to like toxic behavior in the past. So now it's like moments where you have to overthink or you checking your thoughts because it's something new that you haven't experienced. Like because you no longer have that toxic relationship. And you find out that you may have toxic traits from past.
So you just had a relapse. You just wanted to do some shit again.
No, I'm saying like, have you ever witnessed or seen that? Like meaning
Or
that you be in a healthy relationship, like you really like, hey, you are okay now.
No, I can speak on that. I can speak because I like to keep it personal. Because I keep saying I'm not perfect. So in my past relationship with my wife, I think I at some point became toxic at a point, and the toxicity was my voice level. Like when you start discussing stuff and once you start raising your voice, and if you think every time I got to raise my voice to get a point across, is that not toxic?
Yeah, that's toxic. Yeah.
So I see what you're coming from. You can actually see it and identify it, but it depends on what you do after you identify it. But yeah.
So if you in a toxic relationship, somebody had a question?
Yeah, go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
In agreement.
Oh, they in agreement. Okay. If you're in a toxic relationship, what are some of the steps or necessary, procedures to get out of one? Because I know it ain't just a snap your finger type of thing. So what could be some things you might need to do in order to get away from, say, a narcissist, someone that's beating on you, just a toxic relationship?
I would say first, identify that you're in one, and then identify the actual level and what the toxicity is. And once you identify it, you target that specific thing. And yes, you can go get counseling, but you actually, to me personally, I think if it is toxic, you need to think about removing yourself from the situation, even if it's for a temporary point of time to figure it out. That's how I would handle it. I'm not sure how
I agree with you, Will, but it got to be quick.
Yeah.
It got to be shut down. You can identify it, and I agree with you, identify it, and then you got to fill that person out because you want to make sure that you get out with a clean slate, if that makes sense. So if you remove yourself from that situation, you got to make sure that he has no or she has no ties to your future. You see what I'm saying? Now I know it's if children involved, then that's hard. That's harder, right? That's hard. But if you can identify, make your arrangements, and then also, maybe talk. I don't know if that's possible, because if it's toxic, it's just toxic. You just gotta be out.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends on, like we said earlier, it's levels to the toxicity. So I think it depends on what level you guys are on. If it's physical, I think that sometimes you have to plan your escape, right? And it may be a situation where that person is going to work and you're not worried about the things. You get what you can get, strap your kids on your back, and y'all go. You already have a place that y'all are going to safely. You already have a plan in place. I think that, if it's physical and it may threaten or harm the safety of you or your children, you gotta go. And don't worry about, the sooner the better. Don't worry about trying to stay to figure it out. Your safety, you and your children, is at risk. So, you never know how that's going to turn out. I think that if it's at that level, it's just time to go.
What if she double back?
Like, come back to the relationship?
She tried. It was hard without him. She started thinking about it. And she
Now, I'm
double
gonna have to
back.
ask some questions on that. One, or was y'all married? Two, if y'all had kids, and if y'all didn't have none of that.
She said, pack up the kids and leave.
Well, you gotta shut all that down.
She just insane. Really.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
What's insanity?
Going back for something
I agree.
that she knows she don't want, but keep doing it. It's insanity.
That's the narcissist.
Because how's it going to end? What's the end point? It was already toxic at the highest level.
And
Where do we go from here?
Once you escape, you come back. Then you
think it's gonna be different, and you're trying the same thing over and
You
over.
might not get out again. You may not get
out.
that chance again.
And that's why you don't have that conversation, because he can say something that may be like change the moment.
Yeah.
But it might change for the moment, but it's gonna get worse or later.
Or you can come back and he like, okay, you tried to leave me. I'm finna take you out.
There you go.
Ain't no leaving me.
And sometimes you don't get time, because this story is not mine. It happened in the neighborhood, so I don't know their names, but it was a killing of a mother and a father. And I don't know the whole story, but it was on Father's Day. And the whole day was kosher and good. But the time that she snapped, it was a murder-suicide. And there was, in the storyline, there was some toxicity in there, but that male never knew that it was going to happen to him that day. And the reason why I paid attention, he was a veteran. So I kind of pay attention to like a lot of veterans and stuff like that. And he was a veteran. So someone being a male, being that strong, and being able to defend himself, to get caught off guard like that, that's what we're trying to stress to people. If it's toxic and stuff is going on, identify, because you may not have another second.
I would say just communication, like, hey, because sometimes people are really just not aware that something is hurting, or like, because they think that you used to it, or they think like, oh, that's just how we play. But the other person don't see it as like a love language. They don't see it as like, oh, okay, this is the way we communicate. They see it as like, okay, you know what? You cross the line sometimes. At first it was all right, because I was like, letting you get that out. Because we're like trying to pan out to this healthiness, but now it's becoming like very like bearing on me over there. So I think that just really a communication, saying if something is not working, or if something is getting to the part where it's changing how you're feeling or your mood, that stuff, like people always think, read the room, pick up on my vibe, pick up on my chemistry. Everybody's not that equipped to really be thinking and picking up on body language.
Right.
They're not that in tuned, especially if they really don't know you like that, because some people can be in a relationship and not know each other for real, So it's like, I feel like communication.
And you said something.
Uncomfortable conversations.
You said something is that playing part, which a lot of people, that's that flag that people let go. When somebody start playing in a certain type of way, and then your mind will literally be like, did that dude or did that woman just say that? Like, you will feel it. That energy, you be like, that don't seem right. And at that point, it's time for you to do something about it.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, my bad. You got it, Jay.
And then, and it's hard because, depending on the situation, change is hard. You coming out of abusive. Where do I go? Where can I go? And who do I have in my corner? And as black folks, it's all, and as men, it's always hard to talk to somebody about the situations they're going through. Right. So, we have to fend for ourselves in most cases because that's how we was growing up. Not show emotions. But where do we go to get that help?
Yeah, Tina Turner mama sent her back. No, Tina Turner mama sold her out. What? Ike called her and she told Ike the plan. Yeah, she finna come over here with the kids. Yeah, they done ran away. They on the bus. Toxic, yeah.
I got one more thing. I'm talking a lot today, huh? I got one more thing. And y'all let me know if this toxic or not. It just popped up in my head. Because it happens to a lot of us males. Black, white, it don't even matter. So your man get home, right? And your man need to unwind. Your man have been through a lot of crap in the world, no matter what it is. And when they get home, sometimes they can't drop their guard because either, I'm just gonna say it, most likely it's probably the wife or the girlfriend won't let them drop their guard. Is that toxicity or is that a communication problem? If a man can't physically drop his guard or mentally drop his guard in his own house because she will come at him in a different type of way.
I think that's a communication issue, because what would that situation look like if he told her what you just said?
She might whoop his ass. It might be a toxic.
Well, that means it was already toxic, but that wasn't in his scenario now.
The woman might think he's weak.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, once he say it and he communicated, after that, if he comes home and he feel that he can't drop his guard,
well, we got to get her response first. What was her response to it? That matters.
I can't give you the response, but once he says it, she can either say okay or acknowledge it. That's a response. Once she say, I hear you.
Boy, shut the fuck up.
Because that's an option too.
She said that.
Yeah, that's an option too.
Boy, that's toxic as hell if she was like, stop being a
man.
What he gonna do? Then that be like, yeah, nigga, run.
You'd have to go chill. I'd be like, what the hell just happened?
She be like, you ain't even a real man.
I mean, if she toxic, then she gonna be like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Just
So that's toxic then, huh?
You can't.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, just to get off relationships, like, is this toxic or petty? Say your best friend or somebody you real tight with give you a little plan or a strategy he got in mind to make a little money, and you fuck around and go do it first. Now he ain't able to. What is that?
That's
grimy.
That's petty, but if that dude done did this a couple of times to a couple of people, that's a toxic.
That's a toxic friendship, man.
Wait,
y'all gotta watch out for them.
So somebody shared an idea with you.
My boy Lil Mike just told me, hey, I got a lick. And I went and got it without him. Now it's gone. He can't get it.
That's a bad friend. That's a bad friend. Yeah,
that is petty. And you might keep
you ain't no friend.
Behavior.
You didn't even ask him if he wanted to go with you. You just went and did it. Hell nah.
I mean, I've heard of that even in the business realm where people come up with an idea. And people, like say, we brainstorming, we talking, and we friends. And then somebody else just pop out, and like in a month now, they already got a patent and they already got this going. You like, hold on, dude. Like, this was my thoughts. I'm coming to you to express what moves I'm thinking about making, and you made it before me?
Now, I got a question.
That's a bully.
You gotta look, if they communicate, if they want to come up together, then that's
communication plays a big role right here, because how long are they supposed to wait? What if you a procrastinator? We were talking about a great idea. You ain't made no moves, so I'm wrong because I make the move.
Hold on. What's time out? Let's say that we talking, and I'm saying, hey, Mike, dude, I got this solid plan that I want to do. And I plan on doing this move right here. I just want to speak it to you. Let me know what you think about it. And he shoot it at him. Okay. He shouldn't be trying to take that plan. I don't care if he waiting a month, 2 months. That wasn't even his.
You don't care.
That wasn't his idea.
Let's go into my next question. Go ahead.
If he don't do it, you don't think somebody else gonna do it?
They don't know about it yet.
It don't matter
now,
about the time.
If they came up with a thought, that's their.
But
that's
you're not gonna be mad at them, right? But if you're sitting on $1 million idea and you do nothing with it, and somebody else does.
No, that's not what we saying. We said that
at least
the friend.
I'm talking about the friend.
before he even had a chance
Audience,
to
what
do
y'all
it.
think?
Now, I do think the friend should say, bro, do you want to do this? I'll do it with you. And if you be like, no, and they do it anyway, then that ain't no
But
good
what if
friend.
it was, and I'm not going to spin a circle on, but what if it wasn't meant for him? It's just how you just need to talk to get a thought out. It wasn't meant for him to do it. That's your homie. It was meant for him to listen, not to do it.
So what if you have all the tools for your boy to succeed, but then
Throw your boy a bone.
throw him a bone?
Yeah.
But
Help each other out.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Let's do it together.
Let's do it together.
Yeah.
Or if you want to do that, if I'm gonna help you, or you make a move, or whatever you want to do. It's not for me to sit there and be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna share my experiences or ideas because you know what I'm saying, perfect example. I have ideas and I express ideas, you know what I mean? And then it's nothing for me to help my fellow partners out and we come up together. It just depends on their action and their motivation. Because if I have the motivation, Mike have the motivation, Tom have the motivation, they can go get it. We all go get it. It won't be no ill will, no bone. Now, it just depends on how that bone hit. And the individual will be like, man, he stole my idea. I can't get it. Damn, well, shit, I got you. You ain't by yourself. Then that's that communication. You right?
I can see what you're saying, like how time, it gotta be a significant amount of time though for you to pull this snake shit. But since you say time is a differential with this, okay, say your homeboy or your homegirl try to holler at one of your exes. What is that? Or vice versa.
Nah, that's bro code. That's girl code. That's a violation. Nah. There's too many men out here. There's too many women out here. You didn't have to choose that one.
We got two. Is it two questions in the audience?
Two questions.
Once you get through with your question, can you come over here?
My question was, it wasn't even a question, it was a statement.
All right.
So it really depends on how your homegirl, homeboy react to your idea when you giving them the idea. So if I give you that idea, you be like, oh no, I don't think that's gonna fall through, and then you backdoor and go do that idea, then now we got a problem.
Yeah, that's
like that.
fine.
And then like if you say, oh yeah, that's a good idea, and then we still got a problem because if I tell you it's a good idea and you say, oh yeah, then you should do that.
It's a problem.
Don't time me on when I should do my idea because I'm the one that came up with that idea. So don't give me an estimation like, oh, you took too long to do it, so I do. You're supposed to be my friend. I'm the one that told you the idea. And if you're gonna do that idea, give me some on that idea. Give me a cut. Give me a pay or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Have y'all?
We got another question. You want to? Can you, Big Mama, take the mic over there for me?
Okay.
I don't really have a question. I was just saying, y'all said with the business, you know, that's how Facebook was created. I don't know if y'all ever seen the story, but two guys had an idea, and they told a friend, and he created Facebook, and they left them out. And he left. That's $1 billion business. Because they were reacting too slow, and he didn't tell them, and now we got Facebook. He a billionaire. They are too, but we only know him. We don't really know them other people. So people do it all the time. I think it's shady. It's shady, but
it happens.
It happens. It definitely happens.
I was just gonna say, what do y'all think about the notion? You know, people tell you all the time, some things you need to keep to yourself. You can't tell everybody what your plans are. Sometimes you gotta keep that to yourself and just do it and pop out and show niggas. Like you can't just be telling everybody. And so do you take some fault in that for opening your mouth?
No, you have to, because we had a podcast not too long ago. We was talking about your secrets and your stuff getting out. And I think what y'all told me was just don't say shit. If you don't want nothing to get out about your personal life or whatever, zip your mouth. So yeah, I agree with that. You gotta take responsibility.
Accountability. You gotta take some accountability.
But who you go to when you want, like, if you say everybody got big ideas, right? And then they just don't know how to get started.
AI.
You know what I'm saying?
Google.
AI.
ChatGPT.
But if you can help or anybody can help, like they don't know the steps, how they gonna prevent them from falling?
Professional work and the MD, what is it called?
Falling?
MDR? When you put that paperwork on them and say you can't say shit about my business, you gotta put that paperwork on them.
Non-disclosure, like at the same time.
Is what?
Non-disclosure.
Yeah. MDA.
But you starting out because you don't know the steps or you need help on something. You know what I'm saying? How do you go? I know you can Google it, but it ain't the same thing as.
It is.
It's the same thing as talking to somebody that already got a plan.
Man, it's better.
I recommend like these Facebook groups that happen. You get in there and say, "Hey, I have a question. How do you go about starting this?" You don't have to mention what the business is. You don't have to mention what the product is. You don't even have to mention like your whole idea and where you're going with it, like your vision. You can just say, "Hey, how do I get this off the ground?" and ask those general questions, because that's how I like go to business mixers and stuff like that. I literally get into these Facebook groups and we share wealth, like resources. So if you just need resources, get into these groups. And then I think that'll help out a lot versus sharing your direct idea. But sometimes you do want to run the idea by a friend, but when you do it, make sure it's copywritten or you have written it down and proof, did something like mail it to yourself, seal it or whatever, make a copy, have all your steps together, which is what I had to do. Like, therefore, even if they try to take and steal or alter your idea, you have your paperwork and your paper trail of when you started and your documentation.
So that's called a poor man copyright.
Yep.
When you write your idea on paper and you mail it to yourself, that's legal and it's binding and it'll hold up in court.
Right. And to be honest, like if it's for you, you can go out there and get it at the same time as, the next man is.
And then the other thing
you can't copyright, it's just like a chef. You can't copyright food. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can't copyright it. You know what I'm saying? You got to share recipes. You know what I'm saying? The world allows you to share recipes. You can't be like, oh no, unless you have like a family secret. But at the same time, if you get famous, you know what I'm saying, then they're gonna you have to share your ingredients because now you're on a different level and then they might not can't make it like you, but at the same time, you can't copyright food.
Or clothes.
A recipe.
I didn't know about that one. Talk me something today.
You can't do it, but and this is my opinion on, whether if somebody want to get out and venture, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for a black man or for anybody to climb up that ladder if they don't have no support or no team about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to have a team to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Even the podcast, you have to have a team that collectively come together. You might be the head honcho, making things work, but at the same time, you can't do it without a team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't withhold information, or you can't be like, well, damn, he did this. No, if he's a true friend, he'll come together.
Right.
But if he not, he ain't gonna make it nowhere because he got devious plans that he wanted to take it and run off with it in the first place. So he's not gonna succeed.
So nobody toxic on the team.
Up here?
No, I'm saying you can't have nobody toxic on the team.
No, you can't. Because it just takes bad weed, bad whatever, and it ruins the whole vibe. It ruins the whole team. It gets thrown off.
The other thing I was gonna say is don't get so caught up sometimes in trying to reinvent the wheel. This might be your bright idea, but chances are somebody already has something similar. And if you did enough research, you can study other people's patterns, what they did, their mistakes, what worked, and then you can learn how to put yours together and do what they did and do or correct the things that didn't work for them. I know on Amazon, a lot of times with Amazon stores, there is a site that you can type in Google, and it'll tell you what's trending. It'll tell you what sells the most. It'll tell you what people are doing, what worked, what didn't work. The information is already out there. You don't have to try to reinvent the wheel. You're still the originator without reinventing the wheel.
Right. There's nothing new under the sun. Period.
Yeah.
And people get it in different ways where you know somebody or you start from the bottom. But the end results, if you be consistent about it, it'll be the same result.
Consistency is the key to success.
That's the real way.
It may take you longer. You know what I'm saying? You might not have that help, or you might not have that person to put you in, but it's trials and tribulations, really. You know? That's my opinion.
All right. I should have been better planned for this, but it's all good. I just wanted to get genuine conversation, a couple drinks in, maybe a laugh or two, and hopefully we was able to do that. But yeah, okay. This your boy Tone Block. I'm here with the rest of my crew. Let them explain themselves, and I'm gonna get back one more time. Hold on.
All right. For toxicity, I said like I always do, educate yourself. Once you educate yourself, take actions. It may need to be fast. Well, most of the time it needs to be fast. Always self-improve, and if you can, pull the next person up with you. That's all I got.
And this is the real Cherie on IG with a C. And I would leave you with this. Whatever the situation is, be it toxic or what did we say? What's the other word we was talking about? Petty or toxic. Figure out what it is and do what works best for you. If it's robbing you of your peace, you got some work to do. But there's no need in complaining about something you don't want to take action for or change.
Okay. It's Lala, and I will say this on toxic and pettiness is know yourself, know the environments, because sometimes your environment will determine your behavior when it comes to when you be toxic. So I would definitely just say it's that self-realization, knowing your environment, knowing who you're around, knowing what brings it out in you or what brings it out in other people, like a trigger word, trigger moments, because that is a thing. That is a real thing. Trigger moments, triggering a partner, triggering yourself. So just knowing and self-identifying with those items.
A little toxicity might make you a wife one day. Yo, I know y'all toxic. So it's gonna be a little bit he gonna approve of, and some he not. But one day you will be a wife, but you gotta prove it to him first.
Probably a toxic.
Well, you know who it is, J-double-Z. You know, toxicity, petty. You know, it runs together, neck and neck, of who is gonna be the outcome. We know toxic is toxic, petty is just being petty, and the end result is toxic. You might lose your life, but pay attention, and then, hey, get out of it. If it's toxic, then, I mean, if you love it, you love it, but if you know better for your health, you'll get out and make your life promising for the future.
I'll wrap it up with to me, petty sound like a laugh you don't want to give, but you can't help but to. Like, I can't believe this. And toxic at the right levels, knowing how much she give and how much you willing to accept, sound like a good time. So, not to say if it's too bad, not to get at it, but just judge life how you want to and shit, go for the best, I guess, because whether they toxic or not, you're going to be with them. And,
He's going to be with them, he's going to die beside him.
Let's say allegedly.
Man, this is Zealous Vibe, man. I want to thank everybody for coming out, everybody who spoke, all the guests out there. Thank y'all for coming out. We got one more show. August 4th, that's going to be our last one here at the Odyssey. Thanks, Club Odyssey, for having us. And it's Zealous Vibe. We out.
yes, sir.
All right.
Good job, guys.